Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Bienvenidos. Today we're doing kind of a full face of first impressions. I have a few products in here that I've used before, but most of the things that I use on my face today are new and I've never tried them. This right here is the look that I ended up with, like a gold, bronzy summer makeup look, but it is super full coverage. So if you would like to see how I got this look and hear my thoughts on some new makeup products, then just keep on watching. I'm trying this Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette, and on the inside here is what it looks like. So you get some pinks, oranges, blues, golds, shimmers, mattes, a great combination of everything here, and it does come with a mirror. I don't want to blind you guys, but it does have a mirror. I'm gonna go ahead and take the color Weekender, it's like a flesh tone color, and use that to set my eyes. First shade I'm going to go in is the color Riff, and it's a neutral semi-warm brown. This is probably the only shade in here that I would use for a transition. Maybe this one, but I don't want to go too warm for this look. So I'm just taking some of that, and it is quite warm. Now that I'm putting it on my lid, this color is still pretty warm. And to build it up, I'll take the color Good As Gone, which is this neutral chocolate brown. I was going to dig into the greens and the blues here, but I want to do something a little more gold and vibrant. So I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics Eyelights Shimmer eyeshadow. It's a liquid shimmer eyeshadow. I haven't tried this either. It's like a duochrome eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of Ignite and Double Life with my finger and put that on my eyelid. Ooh. So now I'm taking the liquid eyeshadow from BH Cosmetics and I'll put that all over my lid. To add just a little bit more warmth, I'm using this color Baja with the same brush that I used to apply like this chocolate brown. I'm just taking a little tiny bit, tapping it off and adding it to the outer corner of my eye, just right here. I'm buffing it outward. I don't want it to be too orange, but I want to add that warmth. And now for the skin, which is one of my favorite parts, I'm trying the Orion CC cream. This is their HD Radiance face cream. And this here is supposed to adjust to your skin tone. So we're gonna try this out. When it first comes out, it's white. So you can see it on the palm, on my fingertip. And then when you put it on your skin, it transforms or it changes up to your skin tone. So let's see how this works here. I think I put a little bit too much, but that's fine. I'm just using this as a primer, even though it's a CC cream. Hopefully it helps to color correct, especially around my cheeks, because that's where I have the scars and the redness. It's adjusting to my skin tone as I keep blending it out. And this isn't gonna give super intense coverage or anything like that. At least I'm not expecting it to. I just wanna even out my skin tone a little bit before I apply my foundation. That's crazy, it like blends right into the skin. This feels very silky and smooth. It gave me a little bit of coverage. You can still see my scars and stuff, but I like this. For the summer, I think that worked really well for covering at least a little bit and making my skin a lot more even, and it color corrected all of the scars that I had right here. They're still peeking through, but like I said, this isn't really supposed to give you coverage, at least I don't think it is, but it is doing it for me. Look at that. I like this so far, and it also has SPF 25, by the way. So now let's move on to my foundation, and I'm trying this one out from Dermablend. It's their Flawless Creator Foundation, and they sent two different shades, 37W and 40N. I'll probably do the 37W. And they also gave me a brush and a few skincare products here that you're supposed to be able to mix in with the foundation. I kind of want to play with this Skin Cuticles Hydrating B5 Gel and mix it in with the foundation, and I am gonna use the brush too. I'll stick to 40N because this one looks a tiny bit deeper. 1, 2, 3 because I want more coverage. I might end up adding more foundation just because I love full coverage. This might work for like maybe half of my face. Who knows though, because I already have a layer of coverage here, but it's gonna be too light. It's gonna be too light. It's gonna be way too light. We're gonna end up skipping out on the foundation because this is not going to match at all. I'm gonna have to do a lot of bronzing. Instead, I'll just use a foundation that I know is gonna match me. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in Bamboo. There you go. I think my skin matches a lot better. This we can work with after concealing. And speaking of concealers, the one that I'm trying out today, I'm really excited for. It's the new Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And they sent this massive PR package that has all of the shades. Hopefully they don't fall out here. Boom. There we go. Now, obviously, I'm not going to use and wear all of these concealers because they don't all match me. And it just wouldn't make sense for me to keep all these. So I am adding some of these in my mystery box giveaways. After this video goes up, I'm going to do another update on my Instagram for those of you who didn't know I was doing giveaways. That way you guys can see the rules and everything, but it's pretty straightforward. All you have to be doing is following and subscribing and constantly showing love. I recognize usernames of the people who are always commenting and always supporting my platforms, whether it's Instagram or here on YouTube. Here on YouTube, it's just hard for me to like message you guys or let you know like, hey, you won the giveaway. Instagram's just the easiest way for me to get in contact with you guys. So if you don't have an Instagram, just make one for the giveaways. It's super easy to make an Instagram. And if you don't want to use it for anything else, you don't have to. You can just use it, like I said, for the giveaways, and you can start commenting, sharing my photos, my videos, everything. That way you can have a higher chance of entering the giveaways. But yes, I'm gonna include some of these in there. That was the whole point of me saying all of that. This is a Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is supposed to have super coverage. That's literally what it says on the bottle. And I'm gonna use the color Warm Beige for underneath my eyes, and I'm gonna take a deeper color for contouring because it does say you're able to contour with these. The applicator on this is very big, and I love that because it's a lot faster to apply the concealer. Gonna do 4 little lines because I don't know how much coverage this has and I don't want to do too much. And I was gonna go 1 to 2 shades lighter, but lately I haven't been into highlighting like crazy underneath here. I like to get a concealer that's more like my skin tone. I want to add a little bit of Warm Sand because this has more of a yellow hint to it, just like that. And then for contouring or for bronzing, I'll take the color Mahogany. Or I don't know, I don't think that's gonna work as much. Let's do Toffee. Air brushed. Those 2 colors were perfect. And I had this sitting underneath my eyes for a while before I started blending. And it's still very creamy and easy to blend. So I'm just going to use this all around my forehead and then drag that cream contour down here to close out the super dragged out concealer that I had applied. And I'm not rubbing this. If I rub, it's going to make my cream contour look very muddy and gross, and it's also going to start to rub off the products that I have underneath. So I always just tap this into my skin. Before I even go in and set all of this in place, I want to use one more liquid product, and this is the Model's Own Glow For It Illuminator Drops. They had a few shades, but the one I have is Lit, and tap it on the highest points of my cheekbones. This feels a little liquidy. Not sure how I feel about it. It's a little too liquidy. Obviously they're illuminating drops, but it feels kind of runny. Ooh, but they're pretty. Let's quickly set this. I'm using the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder in Cool Beige underneath my eyes, but I'm not gonna drag this out because we already have the liquid product. I'm just gonna use it right under here. not putting any right here, so you can still see the glow. Bare Minerals was kind enough to send me their entire collection of the original powder foundation, and I've never tried this ever. I always was kind of intrigued by it, but I never actually tried it. So I am gonna take one of these. I don't know what color I am. Let's do golden nude and see what happens here. I am using the Bare Minerals brush that came in here, their Supreme Finisher. See how that made it a lot more seamless? It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone right now, so it's making me less bronzy. I think I did put a little bit too much of the cream product, so this is gonna help to tone it down just a little bit. Let's do a little bit of blush. So I have this product from Becca Cosmetics. They just came out with palettes that have powder, highlighter, I believe, bronzer, and then a blush. They sent this one in the light to medium, but this is gonna cater a lot more to my skin tone, especially when it comes to the blush and like the face powder. I'm really liking that. And since this one goes a lot more with my skin tone, I'm gonna be adding this one to one of the mystery boxes, so be on the lookout. And then we have some brow products, and then I have a lip product. Milk Makeup came out with their Kush line for brows, and these are brow gels that are infused with cannabis oils. We're gonna see how this works. They sent it in clear, light neutral, medium neutral, and dark neutral. I always just stick to the clear ones because I don't know, I just do. Trying to see if it smells like anything. And then setting my brows. So there's this brow with the product. Looks nice and feathery, which I love a feathery brow. And then there's this one here. It also tamed it down a little bit, made it look not so drawn in. Let me take a little bit more. And let's do this brow. Let's just let this dry up for a little bit. Meanwhile, let's apply a lip color. These are the Lancome L'Absolute, I don't know how to pronounce it, lacquers. And I think these are lip glosses. I don't think they're matte, but they sent all of the colors as well, which is insane. Like, what? This color is gonna go best with this look, I think. This is 500 gold for it. Feels creamy, and it looks like a metallic. It's not matte, but it's not glossy either. I'm gonna take this off and put a lip liner under because not really liking it alone. By the way, this is stripped down from MAC, nothing new here. As you can see, my pencil is tiny. I kind of like that. I'm just confused because I don't know what kind of finish it is. It feels a little sticky, tacky, but it doesn't look glossy either. It's very strange to explain. It's almost like a matte lip gloss. I don't even know if that makes any kind of sense, but it doesn't feel any type of glossy. I don't know. And we're back with the full face done, hair done, and everything. And I'm really digging my eyeshadow. If you guys watch my videos, you know I'm very minimal when it comes to my eyeshadow. And I haven't done a shimmery gold look in a hot minute, and I think it was about that time. This look is perfect for like summertime. But let's go ahead and talk about each product and what I think about them after trying them for the first time. So first we have the Orion CC cream, and I actually see myself using this from here on out. I'm not a CC cream or a BB cream type of girl. I usually like medium to full coverage or nothing. Like, that's the kind of person that I am when it comes to my makeup. But I'm gonna like this as a base, and maybe even for like a beach day or something when I just want to even out my skin tone and make it look a lot more healthy. I really did like this. I didn't think that this would be a product that I would like. If I were to see this sitting there, I'd be like, oh, CC cream? Like, no, I'm good. But I do like this, and I see myself using this a lot more. I did show you the Dermablend Flawless Creator Foundation, but I didn't get to try it, as you guys saw, because it was a little bit too light for my skin tone, so I can't really speak about this product here. But from there, I think I did the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And another product that I fell in love with from the jump. I like the coverage, I like the applicator, I like the way that it blended out and set onto my skin. And I also loved it for bronzing out my skin. It was a little much, but that was my fault. I put too much product. A little bit goes a long way with this. Obviously, if it has tons of coverage, you don't need a lot of product. But this is gonna be a go-to concealer. I can just tell right off the bat. And it's always a plus when they come out with a great range for the concealers. The two that I use are more on the warm side, but they do have some neutral and some pink undertone ones in there as well. The Model's Own Glow For It Illuminating Drops. These were good too. You saw the glow that they gave for my cheekbones. I didn't use a powder highlighter. This is all just the blush and this product right here. This is the first time that I used this alone as a highlighter. I have used a deeper one in this to mix in with my foundation, but this was a yes for me as well. And from there, I can't remember the order, but the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette, even though I stuck to more of the neutral tones, I did dig into like this orange shimmery shade. That's what I have underneath my lid color. And they all have great pigment. I can only imagine what these colors and these colors would be like. Let me just dip into like these two. See, you can see that they're pigmented. This is more of a shimmer and this is a matte. So the pigment of this is on point. I love the colors too. You have the neutrals, so you can do a brown smoky eye. You can even do a black smoky eye, and then you have pops of colors. A good palette to take for traveling, even though it is very big, you know, this way. It's very, very slim, so you can just throw it in like your makeup bag and it should fit just fine. The color that I have on my eyelids, I mean, it speaks for itself. It was very easy to apply, very pigmented, a little bit goes a long way as well, and it's not sticky whatsoever. And it's the BH Cosmetics eye lights, and this is in Gal Pow. I fell in love with it. It has like hints of red mixed in with the gold, and it gives it a lot more of a dimensional look. Honestly, I thought this product was going to crease and that it was going to be messy to apply and it wasn't going to dry down, but I was very wrong about that. I mean, I don't even really have to say anything. It just looks really good. It's not sticky, not tacky, not messy. It's just perfect. I can really only talk about the blush for this palette because I didn't use like the highlighter, the face powder, or the bronzer, but the blush was nice. It was a little bit too shimmery for my liking. I first liked the way that it looked, but since I already had the liquid highlighter, it was just starting to make me look really, really oily. I liked the color though and the payoff that it had. And then let's talk about the Milk Makeup Kush Clear Brow Gel. It didn't end up drying down too stiff. It made them look a lot more feathery without them feeling too crunchy, if you know what I mean. And I also appreciate it because it doesn't mess up your eyebrow product. I hate when I put on a brow gel and then my product ends up all over and my brows just look super messy. This does not make your eyebrows look messy, so I really like that. The Bare Minerals Original Foundation. For setting my face, yes, I do, however, want to use this as a full-on foundation just by itself without using a liquid underneath. The finish was really, really nice and it gave me just a little bit more coverage. The lip product, that's the only product that I'm not like 100%. The finish is kind of throwing me off because you put it on and it looks glossy, but then it kind of dries down, but then it doesn't. It feels very different than any other lip product that I've ever tried. And on my hand, it never dried down matte. It was a little glossy, but when I took it off, it was like a stain. So I guess you can call them a stain, but I don't know. I feel like you have to try the product for yourself to kind of see what I'm talking about. Maybe it was just the gold one that I tried that was like that, but I'm still kind of like iffy about the lip product. So that was my semi-full face first impressions video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about the products that I used today, just leave them down below in the comments section and I will make sure to get back to you guys. And of course, I will list everything down below in the description box. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, los quiero mucho, and I will see you all in my next video.